an inexpensive way to taste the true cucina toscana is to visit one of the small country farmhouses where the food is grown and raised just a few meters from where it's served. I got a tip from my hotel front desk that said there's an incredible restaurant for lunch in the walled city of Monteriggioni. I scribbled it onto my journal so I wouldn't forget.
Look up on the mountain there. Oh, that's one of those little walled villages. You see them all throughout Tuscany. They're these little medieval towns. You park outside and you climb up inside it. They're all 12th, 13th century. Amazing. I can't wait to get inside one.
Wow. This is amazing. Called Monteriggioni, this village was built in the 13th century to protect the people of nearby Siena from the Florentines. Today, the village has a population of about 60. This well, it's very famous. Il Pozzo is what they call this, and this is the well that Dante wrote about in the Divine Comedy, which makes it a divine well. The well, or Il Pozzo, is also the name of a restaurant housed in an old stable across the way. Owners Vittore and Lucia serve traditional Tuscan fare from produce grown right on their neighboring farm. Meats and cheeses come only from the surrounding area. There's no better place to taste true Tuscan food. And the price is right, too. Vittore and Lucia keep prices low to ensure the tourists will make the trip to this out-of-the-way village. How wonderful this looks! Everything at Il Pozzo is made from scratch, even the desserts and pastas. One of the specialties is a dish called pappardelle al cigale, or ribbon macaroni with wild boar sauce. Lucia lets me observe as she makes the pasta. Pappardelle is going to be like wide fettuccine, and it's an egg pasta. It's going to be delicious. This is a reason to make your own homemade pasta. Isn't it fun? I mean, it looks like play school. It looks like Play-Doh. Gotta roll it out thin, and no machine here. This is the machine. Okay. There. It's made with a lot of work, a lot of love. So this is it's rolled up, and when it cooks, becomes ribbons, little wide egg ribbons of fresh pasta. It's like a fat fettuccine. It's like a fettuccine with an attitude. There, beautiful. See?
Macaroni.
Complimenti, Lucia. Beautiful.
Grazie, grazie.
I'm gonna go look outside.
Bene.
I'll leave you.
Bene.
Grazie.
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 Grazie a te.
Ciao.
Grazie, ciao.
As Lucia gets the rest of my meal ready, I take a look around the old farmhouse with Vittore's daughter, Francesca. We begin with the ancient wine cellar.
E qua c'è il passaggio che portava al di fuori delle mura, della cinta muraria.
This used to be a passageway to go out the city. Used during times of battle to flee the town, the escape route is now closed. But the surrounding cellar makes a great place to store wine.
Questo era un granaio.
Back upstairs, Francesca shows me several dining rooms in the area that used to be the granary and stables. Meanwhile, back in the kitchen, my fresh pasta is drained and added to the sauce. I can't wait to taste it.
For you.
Grazie mille, Francesca. Oh, it smells wonderful. You know, the sauce is made with boar, and that may sound a little exotic for you, but let me tell you, it's going to taste just like meat sauce, and here in Tuscany, every single place serves it. It's one of the specialties. And my wallet especially likes the price. The pasta was just over €7, equal to $6.54 US. And because the tax and tip are included on your bill here, what you see is what you pay. Since the cappuccino I had for breakfast was free with my hotel room, that leaves over $33 to get me through the rest of my day in Tuscany. Wonderful, beyond words. The Tuscan countryside boasts some of the most dazzling landscapes in Europe. One of the most beautiful areas is here in the Chianti region, where Italy's best-known wine comes from. Chianti is the oldest grape-growing and wine-producing area in the world. The region's fertile fields and mild climate have conspired to create seemingly endless rows of the prized Sangiovese grapevine, one of the varieties used in the making of Chianti Classico. Lush hillsides are also dotted with ancient farms and medieval castles, many of which have been converted to wineries. Perched high on a hilltop, the castle of Verrazzano was originally an Etruscan settlement. It fell into Roman hands and then became the property of the Verrazzano family in the 7th century. The winemaking tradition here dates back to the year 1170.
This place is spectacular. I found the Castello in one of my many guidebooks, and it says it's a great place to stop for a wine tasting or lunch or a snack. But you know, once you get here, before you even take a sip of wine, it's worth it. The view is unbelievable. Oh, look at that shot.
With its gardens, fountains, and stunning views of the countryside, Castello di Verrazzano is the perfect place to let the wonders of Tuscany sink in. And the vineyard welcomes tourists for wine tasting.
Bevi vino, vivi a lungo. Drink wine, live longer.
Tasting here is a great way to learn about and sample the bounty of the Chianti region. And it includes a souvenir wine glass in its own bag.
We're going to try first the original Chianti. 2 red and 2 white grapes blended together, coming from the original way to get Chianti. All the grapes of the vineyards collected together. This was the wine to drink.
Our host, Gino Rossi, clearly loves wine, and he quickly discerns that I do too.
I'm half Sicilian. Yeah.
Oh. That makes hey.
My mother.
You know about Sicilians. You have to be careful with the Sicilians.
And my grumbling tummy is happy to learn that wine won't be the only thing we taste.
We'd like to provide you the idea of tasting the wine the way we taste, which is always sit around the table with something to eat.
I like the sound of that. But first, Gino takes us out into the sunlight so we can get a good look at the color of the wine.
It's a pale red, but kind of brilliant. Try to remember this color and compare it with the next 3 wines that we're going to serve to you.
After explaining the importance of swirling and sniffing the wine, Gino demonstrates his extremely complex method of tasting the wine.
Okay, at this point, look carefully what I'm doing.
Bravo!
Beautiful. Full, complete pleasure. Don't forget, the wine is even better when you eat something with it. So try this and then run and have some wild boar salami that is on the table. Prego.
Ooh la la, la 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 la. After tasting several different wines, I begin to understand the qualities of a good Chianti. And the wild boar salami and prosciutto are hearty snacks that should hold me over until dinner. No need to eat here in the restaurant, even though it looks fabulous.
That one, the 99 with the silk label.
But I can't resist stopping by the wine shop to pick up a bottle for my mom.
Grazie. What a wonderful time I've had here. Gino was a riot, and I thought I knew something about wine tasting, but he really did teach me a thing or two. And these little bags, forget about it. This is going to replace my purse. I can taste wine wherever I go now. And Mama, she's going to love this choice. It's Gino's favorite, and I think it's going to be her favorite too.
And if she doesn't like it, it won't go to waste, because I've tasted it and I know I love it. The wine tasting was great for my budget too. All the wine and food cost only a little over $14. Between this snack and the pasta I had for lunch at Il Pozzo, I've only spent about $21.